Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Welcome everybody, thank you for coming. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. What looks better from this distance, or what's better? What do you think shows up better for you guys? Or more close? I can do whatever. What's better? Like closer, a little more distant? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Nityananda Gauranga 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 Gauranga Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda 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 Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga 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 Gaura Chandra 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 Gauranga 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Oh my Lord Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Yeah, I think you should follow your mind on that. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. The only thing is, there's a special appreciation for Guru and all Vaishnavas, but you follow your heart on the thing because the Lord will show you. Otherwise, you just got to be careful of this one thing, this Mayavadi thing. It's like it's qualitative equality, but actually, when one is in the devotional state, a devotee, a Vaishnava consciousness, one feels a submission and submissiveness. You got to be careful of that line, especially if you have this Mayavadi connection from previous lives, and because you could flip into that, and then you just into qualitative equality and not submissive. Vaishnava means submissive to, actually submissive to bhakti, just like Krishna is submissive to bhakti and devotees are submissive. Yeah. And it should be from the heart. I mean, from your heart, you should be led properly in that way. Sometimes people they have a different mentality. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. See, Krishna himself is submissive to devotion and to devotees and bhakti. And so devotees, even the Guru is submissive to bhakti, even to the bhakti of his disciples. So just remember that. And where is this in the Shastras? Okay, you know what? I can't go there right now, Another time, I have to go and dredge up the Shastras and all this stuff, It's in there. It's in the behavior of the devotees. It's in the behavior of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. I'll get into the mind stuff or intellectual stuff later. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, Freddie says, yeah. And then friendship arises too, being a friend. Yeah. First is the awe and reverence. Yeah. But also to Bhakti Devi and the devotees too. That's otherwise, yeah. Yeah, Krishna, Krishna. Okay, let's see here. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Here's an interesting teaching about the Bhakti Lata Bish. So this is in Madhya Lila chapter 19, verse number... Yeah, so this is the teachings of Lord Caitanya to Rupa Goswami. Yeah, this is kind of interesting there. So starting with text number 150. O great sage, so Lord Caitanya says, O great sage, out of many millions of materially liberated people who are free from ignorance, I'm going to back up a little bit here. Number 148. Out of many millions of such wise men, one actually becomes liberated, mukta. And out of many millions of such liberated persons, a pure devotee of Lord Krishna is very difficult to find. Because a devotee of Lord Krishna is desireless, he is peaceful. Fruitive workers desire material enjoyment, jnanis desire liberation, and yogis desire material opulence. Therefore, they are all lusty and cannot be peaceful. See, and so these are the persons on some spiritual path or some kind of path, but they're not really devotees yet, not in the deeper sense. See, so they have different material desires. We're coming up to something that's actually very relevant to what's going on here. Very secret truth, and very, very confidential, and also very profound. And yeah, it's coming up here. Nobody's ever explained this except the Lord explaining it here a long time ago. O great sage, out of many millions of materially liberated persons who are free from ignorance, and out of many millions of siddhas who have nearly attained perfection, there is hardly one pure devotee of Narayan. Only such a devotee is actually completely satisfied and peaceful. See, that's why it's not surprising that many of these gurus in Vaishnavism say, oh, becoming a pure devotee, oh, this is so many lifetimes. Because it's such a high stage, so hard to find people that are finished with material desires and are actually like Rupa Goswami or Raghunath Das. And even they went through stages of becoming more and more into Krishna consciousness. And that's just kind of how it is. See? But they had something special, and that's where we're going to get into here. So that's the ideal. The ideal is one becomes a real 100% pure devotee, and they're completely peaceful, completely satisfied with engagement in devotional service. And many of us here are more or less getting to that stage. According to their karma, all living entities are wandering throughout the entire universe. Some of them are being elevated to the upper planetary systems, and some are going down to the lower planetary systems. Out of many millions of wandering living entities, one who is very fortunate gets an opportunity to associate with a bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna. Okay? out of many millions of wandering living entities. See, they believe in karma. They believe in the Lord's various levels of the Lord's illusions. They're going up to the higher planetary systems to enjoy subtle happiness, subtle material happiness. Even like name and fame and worship is going on in the demigod realm. And and then going down and being, going down into hellish experiences of becoming like demons and all kinds of strange things, up and down, up and down. And out of many millions of wandering living entities, one gets to meet a bona fide spiritual master. Oh, wow. Now, what is a bona? Now we need to know who and what are the qualities of a bona fide spiritual master. This is coming up here. That's okay. You guys just stay down here. See, by the grace of Krishna, remember that verse? By the grace of Krishna, one gets a spiritual master to finish up the work. And by the and by the grace of the spiritual master, one solidifies their eternal connection with Krishna, with God forever. Yeah, and so the one thing just to be careful with is you don't want Satchidananda Das and others and everybody actually. You don't want to say, well, are we basically, as everybody on the same platform? And then you start to lose that submissive mood to Guru, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas. And that is where these are like weeds that get in there, the desire to have an equal standing between. That's liberation. A desire for liberation. This is a higher mellow, a deeper mellow, a more clear mellow, more truthful, more understanding. Is this submission to Guru, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas, and especially to the advanced devotees who have this bhakti. So, to associate with one by grace, by the mercy of both Krishna and the spiritual master, such a person receives the creeper of devotional service. Okay? That's the Bhakti Lata Bij. Now you're getting it. See, now that's what we're coming to here. The weeds. See? So that's it's these weeds. And so by the mercy of such a spiritual master, one gets the seed of bhakti. See, and seed is attachment to the Lord. It's actually pure attachment. In itself, it's very pure. So the Lord gives that. This is the idea, that story I mention a lot of times, the Christ being born in a barn. See, in a barn with a lot of animals in there. See, so that's a great secret teaching. That's why Lord Jesus Christ came to give this Holy Spirit to people that are not, highly qualified and being, perfectly pious and renounced and all these things. He came to give this to people who would believe in his word and his preaching. There are a lot of pious people and renounced people and yogis who don't believe in liberated souls, even though they might be pious and have wonderful qualities. See? So this is special mercy to get bhakti. Now in our line, it's more clarified. about how you get this Bhaktilata Bij. That's the kind of work we're doing. There was no room yet for most of Prabhupada's disciples to get Bhaktilata Bij. See, there was no room. They had to be more purified. So that's why Krishna gave the order to Prabhupada, just teach them Vaidhi and have them build temples and work for Krishna. And by, they'll be more ripe for what we're doing. And most of them probably won't be ripe for it in this life. They just will do what they do and are attracted. And then who the Lord wants to send here. See, because here you'll get that attraction for Krishna. There are many Vaishnavas, they're not really attracted to Krishna on the transcendental platform. They're serving Krishna, being inspired by the rules and the regulations and mandates. Pious, it's a pious thing. Regulative, they like to be regulated, and they like to do fastings, or they, are working on that level, or they want to work for Krishna and they're building temples. So this is like Sukriti, building up gradually. See, but this Chaitanya Charitamrita is the postgraduate course. This is where I just tell you straight out. See, here it's about getting the seed of this bhakti, which makes you deeply attracted to Krishna. Okay? Now, it's being born in people here. You're getting, this is the mercy of a Vaishnava, to get this attraction to the transcendental name and pastimes of Krishna. Okay? But now, and this is going in you without the qualification of being, see, like Narayan Raj and many devotees, they teaching, well, first deserve, then desire. First, let's get this, all your material desires out of you, and let's renounce everything material. Do a lot of austerities. You chant 1 lakh or 16 rounds, religiously, and do the regulative program. And when you deserve it, then you'll get this Bhaktilata Bij. This is the attraction for Krishna. Or you try to work it on your own, and maybe you get a little bit. Okay? The best is to get it from when it's being given. Like, so Lord Caitanya ordered Nityananda and Advaita, okay, you give this Bhaktilata Bij to whoever will accept it, regardless of whether in the mode of ignorance, mode of passion, or even goodness, if they will just accept your association, if they will accept your word and your witness and your testimony and the truths you speak, which come from this deep bhakti, deep relationship with the Lord Caitanya. Okay? Common way. That's it, simply. Because just by acceptance, you come and you get purified. The Lord starts to give you deeper attraction for the Lord. Okay? And the Lord is born, the Christ or the Krishna, little Krishna, baby Krishna is born in you. Okay? Regardless, just because of your faith in Guru, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas. Especially Guru, especially. Because there are a lot of gurus who are teaching about Krishna and everything, but they don't manifest Bhaktilata Bij, neither in themselves nor in anybody else. Of course, you can't do it if it's not in you. I'll get to your comments and questions here. This is very deep stuff. In a bit, I'll get there. Yeah. So that's happening now in many devotees, and everybody should watch this video, really, because this is very important, very necessary. Yeah. Okay, sound is back. Okay. Oh, sidechain. Oh, I see what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this is very, very. This is very relevant for where the devotees are, because many of you have gotten this Bhaktilata Bij. And you can see, and this is what's confusing to a lot of devotees, are wondering, wow, why does, and maybe not understanding why I tolerate certain things, or try to anyway, in the devotees, because I see they got Bhakti Lata Beach. The Lord is giving them that pure attraction for his name and his pastimes, and giving them deep understanding, all that. But then they got these beasts inside. They still got some envies, they got some jealousies, competition with the other devotees, bad behavior, really raunchy, different things. So those devotees, and that's why you need to be, we all need to be aware of these things at least, and realize that these are our obstacles for progress. So, you just keep chanting, keep asking forgiveness, because this stuff causes bad behavior and causes offenses towards devotees, where you give them problems, and they don't actually want to be around you, because some of this stuff is so deep seated. And so anyway, just take it as an indication how the devotees respond to you. Is basically usually because of this stuff inside. And so that's where this is going to, you'll see in the next stuff. So when a person receives the seed of devotional service, he should take care of it. So, see, take care of it. So you receive the seed of devotion, which is attraction to Krishna, his name and his pastimes, the Lord Caitanya, name and pastimes, and you like to hear about the Lord and all of this. Okay, so you got the seed, so you take care of it. How do you do that? Well, you start to see. It starts to be evident. Becoming a gardener and sowing the seed in his heart. If he waters the seed gradually by the process of shravanam and kirtanam, hearing and chanting, the seed will begin to sprout. So as we see, it sprouts, and yeah. So it's sprouting. Now what's going to happen? Well, first of all, it sprouts, and so that is because of hearing and chanting. So you just keep watering, keep regular hearing. Don't have to be a fanatic. Regularly hearing and chanting, and it sprouts more, gets more big, and all of that. As one waters the Bhakti Lata Bij, the seed sprouts and the creeper gradually grows to the point where it penetrates the walls of this universe and goes beyond the Vraj River, lying between the spiritual world and the material world. It attains Brahma Loka, the Brahman effulgence, and permeating through that stratum, it reaches the spiritual sky and the spiritual planet, Goloka Vrindavan. Remember, I told sometimes devotees come here and see the seed is sprouting. That's why I said, Janardhan, be careful. The seed is sprouting and it attains Brahman level, Brahman effulgence. And a lot of that's like you're on a train and you go into Goloka and it goes through Brahman level consciousness. Equality, qualitative equality with all living beings, including Guru, including God, including everything. See, that's Brahman realizing, qualitative oneness. Some people get off there. I've had this happen. I've seen it so many times. People, they say, okay, thank you very much, Gohari. I'm on my way, man. You and I are equal now. See, that's qualitative equality with Guru Krishna. And that's not the deepest revelation or realization of bhakti. But some people, that's what they want. They want to worship Krishna for liberation, and they stay there as long as they desire, That's why they leave here. People like that end up leaving here. See, they want to be equal. They want to be equal to Guru. But it ends up, it's mixed in with being equal means wanting to be better, actually, to be on top. That competition is all mixed in there. It becomes a weird situation. And Krishna, they end up going out there and becoming teachers and trying to become teachers. Yeah. Usually, what I've noticed, they're getting a short lifespan. You know, a lot of persons like that, when they come here and they do that, the Lord seems to reduce their lifespan. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I say if you go deeper, because deeper is you just keep watering and, staying in the right line. And so when these weeds come up, you cut them down. You try to cut them down, and the devotees will help you in the sense. That's why I say reflect to you, like, okay, this is a weed. Are you aware of that? Yeah, well, good, very good. Stay like that. Yeah. And penetrating the Brahman effulgence, it reaches the spiritual sky and the spiritual planet, Goloka Vrindavan. Being situated in one's heart and being watered by Shravanam Kirtanam, Bhakti Creeper grows more and more. In this way, it attains the shelter, the desire tree of the lotus feet of Krishna, who is eternally situated in the planet as Goloka Vrindavan in the topmost region of the spiritual sky. Okay. So, it's watering, hearing, Shravanam, Kirtanam, all that. So now the Lord's going to bring forth another idea here. The creeper greatly expands in the Goloka Vrindavan planet, and there it produces the fruit of love for Krishna. Although remaining in the material world, the gardener regularly sprinkles the creeper with the water of hearing and chanting. Yeah, you see how important it is, this hearing and chanting? Yeah. You got to regularly water that creeper. Otherwise, the weeds start coming in and taking over, just like a garden, You got to water the garden so it grows. Okay? But then there's some weeds that come in there. If the devotee commits an offense at the feet of a Vaishnava while cultivating the creeper of devotional service in the material world, his offense is compared to a mad elephant that uproots the creeper and breaks it. In this way, the leaves of the creeper are dried up. Yeah, and so that's some of the problems, commits an offense to a devotee. So offense means, you offend the devotee. They may not even feel offended, experience being offended, but it's offensive, it's smelly behavior like this. And sometimes the devotees, they can't acknowledge that behavior is bad. It's an obstacle in their progress. See, and then they start identifying with the weed as the real bhakti and the real truth, like this, and then they spin out into the weeds. So in a sense, we need to help each other see these things, and just keep watering the bhakti creeper and all that. See, so weeds are things like envies and jealousies, competition with the devotees. A lot of, basically those kind of things. So this grows alongside of the bhakti creeper. And so we need to kind of just acknowledge this stuff somehow, become aware of it, and keep, say you're sorry. Just keep saying you're sorry, man, until you get over it. And keep watering the bhakti. Mm-hmm. So the gardener must defend the creeper by fencing it all around so that the powerful elephant of offenses may not enter. Yeah, and so that's why we need this congregational, the devotee association. That will help a lot. because we can help each other become aware of these things. Yeah. Oh, Ranga. Is that you, Ranga? Yeah, Ranga. Welcome. Welcome, Ranga. Thank you for coming. So, sometimes unwanted creepers, such as the creepers of desire for material enjoyment and liberation from the material world, grow along with the creeper of devotional service. The varieties of such unwanted creepers are unlimited. Some unnecessary creepers growing with the bhakti creeper are creepers of behavior unacceptable for trying to attain perfection, diplomatic behavior, animal killing, mundane, profiteering, mundane adoration, mundane self-importance. All these are unwanted creepers. Yeah, so all of these things, yeah, all of these things, mundane importance, envies, jealousies. Actually, it says unnecessary animal killing. And so, like, we may not have all vegetarians here in this Sangha. And it's not about you have to be a strict vegetarian. If you look in the word for word, it's unnecessary. It could be your habit of eating animal protein. I mean, that's just how it is. For people, sometimes they do that. I've met devotees. Also, they actually were having big problems trying to be completely vegetarian. It was actually not helping them in their health. Not everybody can do it, and that's not, so you got to understand that. It's and yeah. Yeah. So the main thing is diplomatic behavior, mundane profiteering, mundane adoration, and mundane self-importance. That means envy, jealousies, all that stuff. We gotta, yeah. And so it's just something, we can't even get rid of that on our own. We just have to keep hearing and chanting, take the association. Devotees, devotees may be struggling with this stuff, more or less. You just keep watering, keep hearing, keep chanting, keep praying for the mercy, and all will be well. Yeah. And after you see this chapter, you could see why Prabhupada said this was a postgraduate work in devotional service. Postgraduate, because devotees, they can't even understand the depth of that. They don't even know what Bhakti Lata Bij is. It's not. It's just something. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what else we got here? So if one does not distinguish between the bhakti creeper and the other creepers, the sprinkling of the water is misused. because the other creepers are nourished while the bhakti creeper is curtailed. Yeah, so this is the main thing, is the distinguishing. You need to distinguish them. If you think being envious is okay, or jealous, or diplomatic, is bhakti is okay, is it's not. You got to distinguish what is the bhakti creeper and what's this other stuff. You say, oh yeah, this is weeds, and then gradually you'll be able to pull the weeds. But if you don't know the weed is a weed, or you try to justify the weeds as bhakti, as the absolute truth, you have problems. So I think this is why it's a bit of a rocky boat. Sometimes the boat rocks here a bit. Is it making these distinctions? And some people try, instead of defending the creeper, they try to defend the weed, and that creates a little bit of problems. So, as soon as an intelligent devotee sees an unwanted creeper growing besides the original creeper, he must cut it down instantly. The intelligent devotee. But we have to get that intelligence, and gradually it'll come. It's not like everybody becomes an intelligent devotee. And this is on many different levels too. You could say that Prabhupada gave some attraction to Krishna to do regulative devotional service. So they're also growing that bhakti at that level. At that level. And this stuff is actually more applicable for them to try to make it over to here. Here is a stronger. This bhakti will cut down all kinds of stuff, and that's why it's a more fast process. Yeah, transcendental intelligence. See, because Krishna is the intelligence, and that's what you got to be praying for, so you can identify the difference between the weed and the real bhakti creeper, and not mix them and you just got to make that distinction. And even though you can't give up the weed, and the weed is, you just keep praying to Krishna, praying to the Lord, keep chanting, keep watering, keep associating with the devotees, and by all this stuff will overcome. It's like a hero's journey. We all got to go through it. It just, I don't know, it's getting better for me. I'm just very happy with So then the bhakti creeper, the bhakti lata, grows nicely and returns home back to Godhead and seeks the shelter under the Lord's lotus feet. When the fruit of devotional service becomes ripe and falls down, the gardener tastes the fruit and thus takes advantage of the creeper and reaches desired tree of the lotus feet of Krishna in Vrindavan. So a lot of people are at that stage here already, is they're tasting the fruit of the creeper. The fruit is this love of Krishna. When you hear and chant and remember, you taste mellows. See? So you just keep on eating there. By and by, everything will be cool. Everything. Very few people are at this stage that many devotees are here. That's why they can't understand what we're doing. They can't believe it. But devotees are at this stage. The Lord has given so much mercy, so much attraction, even before the devotees are so qualified, even though, they sometimes have this bad behavior. All of us, myself included, I'm no Rupa Goswami or Sanatan, We're doing what we can do. And I think I know the Lord is pleased with what we're doing, because it's going so deep, and so many people are getting good help here, and feeling very happy here, satisfied with what's going on here. So this is practical. I mean, we have to make, we're making this, we're making this work. So we get the desired result, which is basically to taste the fruit of this bhakti. And many are at the stage already of tasting this. And so we taste it more and more and more, and we're out of here. Taking a few people with us. So there the devotee serves the lotus feet of the Lord, which are compared to a wish-fulfilling tree. With great bliss, he tastes the juice of the fruit of love and becomes eternally happy. See, so as I say, a lot of devotees are getting there, and we're having devotees waking up, like Shama Sundari recently, and tasting this fruit of this relationship, and it's growing, and it's great. It's wonderful. Yeah. There the devotee. Yeah, there the devotee serves the lotus feet of the Lord. See, you don't have to go any place to do this. There the devotee, that consciousness, the devotee serves the lotus feet of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. You're serving and serving the lotus feet of the Lord. And with great bliss, he tastes the juice of the fruit of love and becomes eternally happy. See, by your hearing and chanting in ecstasy. That's what we do here. That's the path we're doing here. We awaken this taste, this Bhaktilata Bij is distributed here in those where there's room for it. 50 hours rain. What kind of rain? Regular rain? To taste the fruit of devotional service in Goloka Vrindavan is the highest perfection of life. Isn't that amazing? Already we have devotees doing that. Tasting the fruit of Goloka Vrindavan, which is tasting the nectar in the holy name and pastimes of the Lord. Unbelievable. The highest perfection of life is already manifesting here. And you who can, when this is truth, man. If you actually knew this, that devotees are here relishing the highest perfection of life, and 99.9% of the living beings in this world are not, where do you think the best association would be? Obviously with those who are relishing the highest perfection of life and developing there. And that's here. The symptoms. So I'm just commenting on the symptoms I see here in the devotees. They have the symptoms of relishing the highest perfection of life. Not everybody, but they're, according to their measure, according to their abilities and comprehensions. They're, So, in the present of such perfections, the four material perfections, four material perfections: religion, economic development, and sense gratification and liberation are very insignificant achievements. This is how you know that you're tasting the fruit of love of Krishna. You're tasting the name. This, you just start to see, to make a big living, make lots of money, and to economically to get ahead is insignificant achievement. This is the achievement that's really important. Your material life, you just get real knowledge. You see, this is I'm doing what Jesus said. Put money in the spirit bank account, spiritual bank account. Keep relishing the taste of this bhakti. That's how I'm making spirit advancement, and getting more and more free of illusions. Worldly achievements, to a lot of people, they think, it's so important to make a living or to become rich. It's all encompassing. They don't know about this. See, but when you start to taste this fruit, you think you could see, like Shama Sundari, she's also starting to think like this. You think, oh, look, it's just not so that important. I mean, it's important, but not really. This is what's really important: is to taste this nectar and make spiritual progress. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sense gratification and liberation are insignificant achievements. Even this liberation, that's why I encourage you keep going deeper. Don't just get stuck in liberation. Keep going to a deeper level. Yeah. Yeah, and we'll continue on later on this. I have to stop talking for a while. Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming, Ranga.
You're very welcome, Guru Maharaj. It's a pleasure to see you. It's a
pleasure nice
to see you. And I like where you are at the moment. There's an altar behind you. I don't know if you've set it up or what.
Oh, yeah. You like where I'm at?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got some, Krishna gave me some mystic powers lately, as I've been advancing in devotional service. And I can change my location at any time, at any second. Yeah. So, ready?
Right. Okay. Did it? Can you? Could you give me the same powers, please?
Yeah. Okay. Well, watch. I'm going to go into the Matrix for a few minutes.
Right. Okay.
I think a trip to India would be nice.
I think
there we go.
As good as I get, I've got my visa sent back from the.
Oh, you got it back?
Yeah, but it's not complete. I've got to do it again.
You got to do it again.
Yeah, it's awful. And I'm no good. I used to be good at doing these things, but I'm no good now. So I'll have to get somebody from here to show me what to do and do it properly.
Yeah. How many months do you get there? 6 months?
No, you can only get 2 months at a time.
2 months?
Yeah, because they're against the British government, you see. So they're giving us all 2 months.
It's not even worth going. 2 months.
It's not really, is it? I'm thinking of going from there to Portugal.
Do what?
Going from there to Portugal.
Oh, 2 Portugal.
Months then go to Portugal for a bit.
Okay. Oh, good.
And then I get brown as a berry, and then I'll come back.
Okay, well, good. Yeah. All right, Ranga. Everybody, we'll see you later. Huh? Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. See you later. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.